Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney Grayton. I'm a loctician and educator. Over here on my side of YouTube, you will find expert information on caring for your locks and other lifestyle content. In this video, I'm going to be giving an 11-month update on my locks. I'm almost at a year, which is crazy. So excited for the next year of my locks. Like, imagine what I would be at 2 years. We're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves, but yeah, I have so much to update you all on. My last update was at month 8, so it's about that time. 11 months. You all will still get somewhat of an update at 12 months, but it won't be a dedicated video to an update because I'll actually be sharing my retwist process. So I've been getting my sister to do my retwist recently, but I figured for the 12-month you all can see what my hair is looking like while it's wet and all of that, and I can also really get in depth and show you how to retwist your hair home, break it down to very simple steps using the products that I use, how I'm able to see the back of my head, clean up my parts, and all of the things. That'll be my treat to you all for my 12-month. Let me just say 1 year. For my 1 year lock anniversary. So let's get into it. Have I seen any changes in my locks? For sure. Even in my 8-month video, even though they had started to get more solid, started to drop some more, they've definitely dropped a whole lot more within the last 3 months. So as you can see, they are really hanging down. You can see a lot more of my length. I'm loving it. My clients come into the appointments like, what are you doing? How is your hair that long? And it really is genetics, but at the same time, it's also just my locks are getting more solid. They are pretty much butted from root to tip, so that creates more weight, and they are hanging down as opposed to sticking up. My hair really did this. It grew out before it fell down, which is very normal. But also with my type 4 hair and with my locks being short, it really did resemble a fro for the beginning. So now I'm doing a lot more manipulation, like putting it into these 2 puffs in order to get more, you know, of that volume, that sticking out like I like it. I love for my hair to be having a lot of personality, and so this is the way that I've been able to do that more recently. But as you can tell, yes, they're definitely growing a lot and they're hanging down. That is the main changes that I've seen, as well as the few locks that did have some of that twist look in them from me doing my 2-strand twist have pretty much gone away. So these are locks, you know, through and through. Not 2-strand twists at all anymore. I just can't believe, like, they really are so long. Okay, let's get into it. Challenges that I faced, not necessarily. I think everything is moving smoothly. It's probably also, you know, the fact that I've started so many locks and maintained locks that I just know what to do, so I haven't had too many challenges. Last month I did do a retwist more, well, that wasn't last month, a couple weeks ago I did a retwist sooner than I normally would because I just didn't really keep up with the retwist that my sister had done. My locks were just kind of like all over the place, and I washed them, but that really didn't make it better. I made it damp and then 2-strand twist my whole head and just put rubber bands on it and wore it like that for a couple weeks. And then actually this morning I posted a short. If you can go look on the shorts tab with my profile, you can see a video of what my hair looked like from those crinkles. So you can kind of see like a little bit of the crinkles, but it was super crinkly after I took those twists out. So super cute, just to kind of like refresh my hair without doing a full retwist and a lot of manipulation at the root. We just twisted it together, and I do think that that will be something that I, moving forward, I will do if I absolutely need to. So I guess it's kind of a challenge because I had to do something different, but it was not hard at all to do. My maintenance routine, has anything changes aside from me saying that I needed to do like some twists in between sooner than my 4-week normal retwist? I haven't really done anything different. I've been moisturizing pretty much the same frequency that I told you all in that 8-month video, 2 to 3 times a week as I feel I need to. That's about it, you know. Other than that, I'm usually wearing my hair down or in these 2 puffs, and I try not to do these every day because I just don't want a lot of tension on my scalp. They don't hurt, and I'm using these like satin scrunchies, so definitely am minimizing any type of breakage or anything like that, but I just try not to do it every day. What's working well and what I've adjusted, everything is going well, honestly. Like, I really don't have any complaints about my locks. I'll have some random days where I might think about refreshing this blonde, but I always just think back to like the fact that I really don't want to have to deal with bleached hair, and I like that my roots are healthy up here, so we're just going to keep that there. Everything is going great. My favorite products I've been using and been talking about is from my hair care line called Froetry. I don't really have a reason to try any other products because they are working for me and so many other people, and it really gives me an opportunity to show you all what happens when you use the products as well. So I'll run through them really quick. It is the Ooh Baby oil. Love this. Best-selling product. It's the product from Froetry that everyone loves. Mainly for growth, but it also is healing. So I apply it directly to my scalp and just kind of work it in and use the rest that's on my fingers to kind of go down my hair. And I also use this Believe It's Butter that I've talked about also. I've talked about all these products, but I use Believe It's Butter to focus on the length of my hair, makes it really soft, helps it to shine, and really seals in the moisture from the Free Spirit spray. It comes in a different bottle, but I put some in here because I like that this bottle is definitely like a misting, and it also is a continuous mist, so I can just keep on around and around and around. I would spray this. If I don't have the Free Spirit on hand, then I'll use just distilled water in something like this, and then apply this to my scalp. Ooh Baby, Believe It's Butter. Pretty much using those same products. And then I've also mentioned this product on my channel before. I use this on all my clients, so it's usually like really in close reach at work. So I'll spray this on my hair sometimes if I feel like it needs a little shine, or just like I like the way it smells. Okay, so you can check them out on Amazon. I have them linked in my storefront, but you can search Gensa. All of these oils are pretty much the same formula, just different scents. I love this olive oil formula. I will say that it's more kind of like universal. I use it on my clients because pretty much everyone likes this scent. Those are the products that I use. I really don't have a reason to try anything else, you know. People recommend things to me all the time, or they tell me what works for them, and I love that it works for them, but I like to stick to what I know. It's always been that way. Even when I was a loose natural, before I had my own products, I found what works for me and I stuck with it. Okay, any emotional or personal reflections? I did kind of talk about this in the live, but I love this question. I got these things from ChatGPT, but it has really allowed me to continue to further my self-acceptance. My confidence has just been growing exponentially over the last several years, being in therapy and just getting to know myself and really loving who I am and who I'm becoming. And this has just added to that. You know, I have loved my 4C hair for quite some time and been very confident in it, but I think having locks, it makes a bolder statement. Even though I'm in an area where, you know, locks are pretty common, it's not like I get any bad stares or comments too often, but it has allowed me to just walk in a room and be confident in who I am as I present myself, especially in a world of bust down middle parts and everyone being concerned with having curly ends and like loose textures and things like that. I definitely know that I make a statement with my hair and I love it. You know, I think it shows. I am quiet and generally, you know, quiet and more reserved type of person, more observant, but I think that my appearance, including my hair, speaks for me when I walk in a room, and I love that. Yeah, can be a little quirky and all of that. My hair just kind of like goes along with that, you know. And then also, as far as like my lifestyle, locks have just fit so perfectly within my lifestyle. Me being more active this year, and even me having surgery, it was just so easy to not have to worry about my hair at all. And even going on trips, traveling, things like that, it just allows me to not have to consider. I know a lot of women will relate to having to spend a lot of time thinking about what am I going to do for vacation? What am I going to do? It's like my hair is already done, so I can decide to retwist it and style it, or I could just go as I am. It fits so well within my lifestyle. And any lessons learned through this entire 11 months, as much as I preach to you all to accept the journey and to just embrace everything that comes with it, it has been something that I've been putting into practice. I think it's natural as a Black woman, as someone with type 4 hair, to have some of those negative thoughts kind of creep in, like, ooh, what is it looking like today, or what am I going to do? But I have really exercised that practice of accepting my hair however it looks, even the things that I might not feel are perfect about my locks, because they are not perfect, and just really looking forward to the future and how my locks will look when they're long, when they're past my shoulders, down my back. Like, it's all a journey. And with like type 4 hair, the hair that's like less desirable, and people have all their thoughts about that, but it's like, that's a fact. You know, that is something that we have dealt with since we were kids. I've always had the texture that's not desirable. And when you grow to really accept your texture, the things about you that the world does not want, that the world does not like, it really does trickle down into other areas of your life. And so I've 100% noticed that there are other things that I accept about myself, whether it's my body or anything like that, that it really does not matter what anyone else thinks about it. I know I look good, okay? I know my hair look good. So it's just a different level, and I really hope that everyone gets to this point. I know that my lock journey has also helped me to go even further into that self-acceptance. Any goals for the next month as I wrap this up? I'm really looking forward to them just getting longer. I'm looking forward to giving you that video that I talked about as far as me showing you how to retwist your hair at home. I'm also looking forward to trying new styles. I definitely want to try curls again. I think I tried them around like month 6, if I'm not mistaken. And my hair was definitely different back then. So I think now that they are really budded, now that they are longer, my curls will look different. They should last longer. So I'm debating on whether or not I will use perm rods or if I will use pipe cleaners, because I think pipe cleaners could be really cute. I'll be trying both of them within the next year, but in the near future, I really want to try curls again and just show you all what they look like, how to get them to last, and all of that good stuff. So really looking forward to that. I haven't been doing a lot of tension styles because I think it's just my sensory issues. It will not allow me to do anything that even remotely feels tight. Even if it feels a little bit restrictive, I don't like it. So I've been honoring my body, myself, my brain in that way by just not doing things that will make me uncomfortable. So my sister will continue to do my hair because I'm continuing to do hers, and we just do retwist for retwist. And other than that retwist at home video that I'm bringing to y'all, I'm not doing my hair no more, okay? I really do hope to find someone to wash my hair though, because I've still been washing my own hair, but you know, baby steps, baby steps. That is it. I'll give you all like a little closer view. I'm absolutely obsessed still. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them below. Let me know below if y'all want me to go live. I can definitely like plan some out so that I can really get into it and talk to y'all more, because of course I'm always in the comments chatting with you all, and I love that I'm starting to get to the point where like I really recognize y'all in the comments. Like I'm like, oh yes, I know him, I know her, I know him, I know her, yes. So I definitely want to just get more personal with you all instead of me just posting videos and all of that. So more of that to come, and let me know like the types of things you will want me to talk about on live, show you all. I will talk to you all soon in my next video. Bye.
Girl, you know you got that good, but